Wake up. Don't freak out. Don't strike blindly. Don't invent the next enemy. Because blunt violence has rarely fixed anything. It leaves people hurt, new enemy images, and sooner or later the same mistakes under a different flag. If we really want to change something, we don't need burning streets. We need open eyes, evidence, knowledge, technology, oversight, and rules that apply to everyone. We see a world full of possibilities and still so much of it is wasted. People work, people function, people consume, and sooner or later they ask, who is it all for? We buy things that are already owed tomorrow, chase promises written the day before yesterday, and wonder why, despite all this technology, so much remains in the dark. Yet today we carry tools in our hands that earlier generations could only dream of. You have to wake up, think, ask questions, stand up. Don't believe blindly, don't follow blindly, don't hate blindly. Wake up, check, understand, stand up. Because oversight must not be a one-way street. Not only downward, also upward, and on every level in between. Cameras alone do not make it just society, data alone do not yet speak the truth. Algorithms alone have no morals, but used properly, new technologies can show where money disappears, where decisions are altered, where power is abused, where statistics are polished, where contracts are made, who profits from them and who in the end pays the bill. Digital documentation, traceable decisions, open budget data, independent review bodies, tamper-resistant records, transparent political processes, and the same standards for the person on the street, for authorities, for companies, for parties, for ministries, and for those sitting at the very top. Because what kind of freedom would that be? If only the citizen became transparent, while power sat behind closed doors? No. If technology is used to monitor, then those who control that technology must also be monitored. Who programs it? Who owns the data? Who is allowed to see it? Who corrects an error? Who watches the watchers? And who draws the line? We do not need a society where everyone suspects everyone. We need a society where no one stands above the law. Not the poor, not the worker, not the civil servant, not the business owner, not the politician, not the intelligence service, not the corporate boss, and not the person who wrote the algorithm. Technology must not become a club. It must be a tool for evidence, for transparency, for democratic oversight, for accountable responsibility. Wake up, think, ask questions, stand up. Don't freak out, don't destroy, don't repeat what has failed 100 times before. Wake up, check, understand, stand up. Oversight downward, then upward too. Oversight in the middle, then under the same rules. No invisible flaws, no sacred cows, no power without counterpower. A camera can lie. If someone controls the frame, a statistic can lie. If someone chooses the numbers, artificial intelligence can be wrong. If its foundations are wrong, that is why we need not less oversight, but better oversight of oversight itself. Several independent bodies, open procedures, data protection, courts, science, journalism, civil rights, technical audits, and people who are allowed to object. But because a machine is not a conscience, but it can help make facts visible. Maybe that is exactly where the new form of resistance lies. Not the fuse, not the stone, not the fist, but the document, the recording, the data set, the verifiable trail, the public question. Who made the decision? On what basis? With whose money? For whose benefit? And who takes responsibility when it was wrong? That is uncomfortable. Maybe more uncomfortable than any shouting, cause violence can be condemned. A truth backed by clean evidence has to be answered. Wake up, but with reason. Stand up, but not to be begin the next cycle of violence. Use technology, but never without limits. Monitor, but those who monitor must be monitored too. Below, in the middle, above, no person is automatically suspicious. But no office, no company, no institution, and no government should automatically be beyond all doubt. The future does not need a society full of informers. It needs a society where power leaves traces, traceable traces, verifiable traces, and rules that do not stop, where influence, money, or office begins. Wake up! Don't freak out. Look closely. Ask questions. Prove it, and make sure the same rules apply to everyone.